Hello everybody, welcome back to PowerDirector Made Simple. About a month ago, I was in a late night Zoom meeting with other like-minded nerds, and I was explaining how Cyberlink had just added the AI Voice Translator feature to PowerDirector. Somebody asked me if there was any lip sync to be done with the translation. I foolishly replied that the AI wasn't that sophisticated. Well, apparently it now is. Let's test out this new lip sync feature that was added with the May update to PowerDirector 365. On my timeline is a short 21-second video clip that shows a man talking while facing directly at the camera. You may note that I have already added two clip markers, one at 6 seconds and the second at 15 seconds. They indicate a 9-second section of the video that I want to be translated. Let's first listen to this entire clip.
Where they're reluctant to call you if they think you're not going to charge them. Now, every time somebody calls me, I start a clock and then I stop the clock, and sometimes they'll get a time charge for 2 minutes. They feel good about that. It's okay to do that.
Taking on what I've learned from my previous videos about the voice translator, the easiest method to designate a specific section of a video to be translated is to actually split it away from the surrounding sections of the video. Now you know why I have those blue clip markers already established. I'll click on the first clip marker to move the playhead to that position. And then I'll click on the split icon that looks like a razor knife. I'll then click on the second marker to move the playhead. And then split the clip once again. I'll hover the mouse over the beginning area of my selected clip, and it shows that it has a duration of 9 seconds. Now that's perfect for sending to the translator at a minimum number of credits to be wasted, required. I'll right-click on my 9-second clip and select the AI Voice Translator. When the translator window opens, on the timeline under the picture, I can see that the translator still insists on displaying the entire video, but at least it has put the yellow mark in and mark out indicators on its timeline to indicate the one section that I split off and want to be translated. On the right side of the window, I'm going to change the source language to English, because I don't trust a translator in thinking that perfectly spoken English must be some type of foreign language. Now, who speaks that clearly anyhow? I'll next choose German as the translated language, only because it is the only foreign language of which I can understand a few of the words. All of the other languages are, well, foreign to me. Notice that by default, the lip sync option is checked. I'll click on the small circled I to view the information in tips. I don't see anything that might be a problem, so I'll click OK to close that window. At the very bottom, it says that I have selected 9 seconds and that it will cost me 30 credits. I could have translated this entire 21-second clip for the same cost in credits, but when all is finished, I want to show him briefly speaking English and then switch to 9 seconds of AI-generated voice with lip sync, and then switch back to normal English. If the AI is any good, it should look perfectly normal. Otherwise, those 9 seconds might look like a robot talking. We're about to find out. While we are here, I previously noticed something very important that has changed with this latest update in PowerDirector. Do you see what it is? Now, what if I show you a screen capture of my video done just about 1 month ago entitled The Real April Update, in which I discussed the same exact procedure. Now do you see the difference? Well, if not, Then what if I show you this screen capture with last month's translator window on top of this current window? I have highlighted the big difference. What was a cost of only 10 credits has now tripled in price to 30 credits in only 1 month. Now, this seems to be a reoccurring pattern now with Cyberlink, to introduce an AI feature at a relatively low cost in credits, and then in the next month or two, sneak in a tripling of the price in one of those middle of the month updates, hoping that nobody will notice it. Sorry, Cyberlink, not on my watch. Back on the translator window, somewhat regretfully, I'll now click on the blue Translate button to begin the magic. As expected, the video clip is being uploaded to the server. And then I get a notice that the translated video will appear in the folder by clicking on my profile icon and then selecting My Gen AI Creations. When I open that folder and then click on the AI Voice Translator section, I can see that my file is in progress. Within a minute or two, it is complete. Just like any other AI creation, when I select it and then click on download, it will be saved to any location that I choose. It will also automatically add the video to my current media library for editing in my current project. I'll close out the translator window and return back to the main editing window. Looking in my media library, there is the newly created and translated video, which I'll drag down to the timeline and place on top of the untranslated section. I'll choose Overwrite so that it replaces the original clip. Now I have the same 21-second video starting in English, switching to German with lip sync for 9 seconds, and then switching back to English. Now let's play the whole thing and pay very close attention to his lip movements to see if it looks like he is actually speaking German.
You're not going to charge them.
Nun ich. Jedes Mal, wenn mich jemand anruft, starte ich eine Uhr und dann stoppe ich die Uhr. Und manchmal bekommen Sie eine Zeitgebühr für 2 Minuten.
They feel good about that.
Well, did that guy know what he was doing? What do you think? Good, bad, indifferent? Personally speaking, I don't think the lip sync deal makes that big of a difference to me. I'm still upset about the tripling of the cost in credits. I just thought of a devious test that I might perform. I'm going to take that German translated section and upload it back to the server and tell it to translate it to English. I wonder if it would be anything like the original. Okay, off camera, I did just that. I spent another 30 credits and had the AI translator take its own German translation and give it back to me in English. Let's now play that version to see if it sounds anything like the original.
You're not going to charge them.
Well, every time someone calls me, I start a clock and then stop the clock. And sometimes they get charged for 2 minutes.
They feel good about that.
Very interesting. Well, that's all the crime that I can get into for today. It's been almost 15 minutes since I've last checked to see if Cyberlink has yet another update out for the program. Now, so far, we're holding at version 1702, which was released on May the 2nd of 2025. While I was in the Cyberlink Application Manager, I also clicked on Effect Packs along the left side. For me, it seems like there is an update to PowerDirector Content Pack Essential. It also wants me to install something else called PowerDirector Content Pack Essential Essential. Now, maybe that one is twice as essential as the other one, but realistically, I think there is something wrong with that, as it appears to be just a duplicate of the same one, simply wanting to be updated. I'll be taking care of that in just a few minutes. You might want to check CAM on your own and look at your own effect packs to see if you have anything that can be updated or installed if you've never done it. For now, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I want to thank everybody for watching. Any questions, comments, complaints, or a request for a refund, make sure to leave a comment below. I'll see you next time.